Mm-mm. Do 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 do. Mm-mm. Mm, 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 mm. What's goody? What's goody? Make sure y'all smash that like button. Y'all already know. We about to talk these things this morning. You know what I mean? Welcome to the Cloth Talk podcast. Y'all know what we do up here. Smash the like button, like, share, subscribe. I will be going live later on, man. You got Husky. You heard? Oh, I got Husky. Damn. Yeah, I probably did get Husky. You a funny nigga. Oh, all right. All right, fam. Yeah, make sure y'all smash that like button though. Unc in the building. What's
What's
good,
going
Unc?
on? What's going on, nephew? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Unc. I can hear you. We good. We good to go. We good to go.
Okay, we wired up. We wired up. I was just listening to that new Tim's. That girl is
Oh, okay.
bad, man.
Okay, okay, okay. So, man, I want to start off the show because we got a topic we gonna talk about with the street code and you know the whole the myth of it. But I want to talk about the Michael Jackson because you was telling me about the Michael Jackson joint, man. Get the people your view on that joint a little bit, because
The
I'm
Michael
about to go
Jackson
see it.
movie was excellent. You guys should go see it two, three times the same way we supported Sinners. It's totally different movie, totally different message, but you
Hmm.
guys should see it. The reason I say two, three times, not just to support the artist in the movie and the director, Antoine Fuqua, but also sometimes when you see things two, three times, you get a
Hmm.
different narrative or a different message each time. So
Hmm.
that's why I say, go see it again, two, three times. But it was an excellent movie, the best picture ever. I don't even call it like a biopic. It's a movie because Michael Jackson life
Hmm.
it's a movie. Every video he did, every dance move, every outfit he wear, his breathing techniques and beatboxing. He was the
Hmm.
pop Dougie Fresh. You know what I'm saying? Mike,
Yeah,
Mike, Mike
yeah.
is Mike is beyond the goat because there's a lot of goats. You go to a farm and maybe like 5, 6 goats on that farm. You ain't gonna get a Michael Jackson on your farm. You ain't gonna get a Michael Jackson on your planet, on in your city, on your continent, on your country. He was beyond being called of GOAT, a greatest of all time. You know.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Mike, in my opinion, was the greatest that ever did it. He was the
Hmm.
greatest that ever did it. I think with Mike, he changed the game like image wise, and he put on for the culture. Can't nobody say Mike ain't put on for the culture. The only black man to have Elvis and the Beatles catalog, and he was giving these
He
white
was the
dudes a
first on
problem.
MTV. He fought to be on MTV.
For it to be on MTV, like he transcended the game
He
to a
gave
next
away
level.
billions of dollars in charity. No other artists
Facts,
have done that. No other athlete
facts,
have done that.
facts,
Billionaires don't do that and haven't done that. What Michael Jackson have done.
facts, fact. And a lot of people don't know this, man. He helped out Teddy Riley when Teddy Riley was in a hole. Like he really saved Teddy Riley and took it to the next level with that whole New Jack Swing. So Mike deserve all his credit. I'm glad they got the story right because I've seen a lot of biopics. I don't care if
Hmm.
it's Tupac, Biggie, whoever. They haven't did biopics as great as what I'm hearing the reviews of the Michael Jackson one. Like I'm hearing massive, great reviews about the movie. When I was on the road, I'm hearing dudes talk about it on the radio, like, yo, this movie is great. This movie is great. So I'm definitely gonna take my time to go to the movie theaters and go see it.
Yeah,
I'm
do that
definitely going to
Netflix.
support. I'm definitely going to support because I'm only supporting black movies. I said this. I said this when Bad Boys 4 came out. I
Hmm.
supported that. I'm only going to movies to see good black movies. That's what I'm doing. And Mike is going to be one of them. I'm going to see. I'm going to support. And then part two come out. I'm definitely going to see part two. I means that.
Hmm.
Yeah. But man, let's get into it. Oh, I gotta ask you, man. You saw the Jay-Z joint when he talked about the old rappers?
Nah, what Jay Z say?
So I saw a clip yesterday. I'm gonna post it on my page. He did with New York Times, and he was basically saying that old rappers that's trying to rap, they need to like, hang it up because it's a young man's game and you trying to be young. And like he was just saying a bunch of nonsense. I'm like, yo,
He
listen,
he
man.
just going out real bad. He going out real bad. He's going
I,
out real bad.
yo,
He,
I like
he,
every interview. He sounded like he just really going out crazy.
yeah, he's really going out real bad. You can hear me good?
I can hear you,
All right, because I'm dealing with this new sound thing, so I'm making sure everything all right. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's going out real bad. He's going out real
yeah,
bad. You know,
yeah.
number one, rock and roll doesn't have an age limit. Gospel
No,
doesn't have an age limit. No other genre have an age limit but rap. There's people like the
yep.
Sugar Hill Gang that's touring all over the world, still getting paid more than a lot of up to date rappers. Jay Z just
Facts.
trying to hold on because people no longer want to go to the all white party or the Rock Nation party. It's over with.
It's over with.
It's
It's
over
over.
with.
It's
And
over.
instead of him, really managing these young artists like Meek Mills and all of these guys, he still could
Yeah.
really been relevant.
Yep.
He could have did a 16 on a young dude that's 25, 21. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like 50 did with Pop Smoke, but
Yep.
Jay ain't gonna never he ain't gonna reach like that. He ain't gonna reach
Nah,
like
he,
that.
nah, he ain't. And like, when I'm watching like all these interviews he been doing on these outlets like GQ and New York Times, it's just he just showing his character. Like what
Yeah,
everybody been saying about dude, he finally letting y'all know how he
yeah,
really feel in these interviews. Like
yeah,
you expecting us to come full time support you, but you in these interviews taking shit at rappers that's battling, taking shit at older rappers. So you on your platform basically throwing shots because you can't put out good product.
yeah,
Let's keep it real. You can't put out good product, and the shit ain't hitting no more, and you can't steal no more young boy style no more like you was stealing a lot of dude style. So
yeah,
now you gotta live with the reality that it's over with. Like it's over with. I'm a businessman, and the people don't want to hear my music.
yeah, yeah. I mean, when you do right, you're
Hmm.
gonna always be praised, and people gonna always fight for you, like Michael Jackson with those BS allegations, and he
Yeah.
beat all of those cases and those allegations. So even when
Hmm.
somebody try to say something stupid, a person like me that's not gonna go for any Michael Jackson slander, gonna step
Hmm.
up and fight for Michael Jackson. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But with Jay, he done so many people wrong. So now, as they say, every dog has his day, and I guess this dog is having his day, and there's
Yep.
nobody there to co-sign. The big homie thing is over. I
Uh-huh.
guess when it's sad and funny to say, I guess when May said it about Jay Prince
Uh-huh.
that we don't got no big homies. You
You
know what I'm
got no
saying?
big
So
homies.
I,
Yep.
I guess I guess the big homie thing is over with the big homie. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess the dog is having his day.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. And I was just watching Dame interview. Dame need to let that shit go with Mason Cam. He need to
Yeah,
let that shit go because they offered 2 million to help you out, bro. That's my thing with Dame. Like, I get Dame with with the culture vulture and all that, but like I always hear a lot of people say Dame did it to his fucking self. Dame,
yeah,
like I had a conversation and a lot of
yeah,
cats from Harlem ate biting their tongue with Dame. Like they saying Dame did it to his fucking self. And when Mason Kid wanted to help him, he wanted to act like he was too good for their help. So when I hear him in these interviews, it's like, yo, Dame, man, how you going at Cam when Cam was riding for you when they
Mhm.
shitted on you? When
Yeah.
Cam went to war, went to bat for you, got so much beef for you that you taking the shit on Cam. And then Mason, you don't got the best relationship. You should be like, yo, Mace, like, I thank you that you even considered to give me money with Cam. But you
Mhm.
like I don't get Dame, man. I don't get Dame. I don't get why they ain't doing that, man.
I
They
mean,
ain't gotta let
you
that shit go, man.
see, the thing is, you're not going to get it because you're not hung. Like some things that you may not
Yeah,
do, I may not get. You know, I tell you that
yeah,
with homeboy, how you
yeah.
be on Hassan neck and stepping on him
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
time. You know, that's your thing. I don't get in between it because that's your thing.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But Dame is a person. If you don't know how to deal with people, he can be very hard and difficult to be with. I done had plenty of
yeah,
conversations with Dame, and Dame always want to be the smartest person in the building. Okay, cool. You can be that when I
yeah.
leave. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying? So,
yep.
and then Mace have a personality, and Cam have a person. So those are three different
Yeah,
personalities that can sometimes clash. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
And then
yeah,
Dame been touching. You know, when you touching some money over 25 years, you're not looking to kiss nobody but. I'm not saying he kissing
yeah,
Cameron,
yeah,
but
yeah,
he not kissing nobody but for no 1-2 million. When he probably
yeah,
lost that on a clothing line or
yeah,
opening up a museum. That's how Dame
yeah,
do. His
yeah,
mind, he creative. He want to do something, he just do it. So
yeah,
he's
yeah,
not gonna because yo. One time the man lost his dog. I think it was North Carolina.
yeah.
The guy who found his dog, I think he was like the owner of Ford Motor Trucks or whatever, whatever. Dame
Wow.
bumped into him and did like 5 speaking engagements, and probably I think it was got like 1.5 million or whatever, or something like
Woo,
that, something heavy. You know what I'm saying? So
woo.
he bumps into money, he bumps into
Yeah,
things because he
yeah,
haven't sold his integrity. He could have been on
yeah,
those lists. You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying? He
yeah.
could
That's
have been in
facts.
those places and spaces where people were doing strange things for change.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Dame, you know,
yeah,
you know, I don't know if to call it pride or whatever. Matter of fact,
yeah,
that's his integrity stick. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
He's not
yeah.
going to do certain things to compromise himself. So
Yeah, yeah. Now that's understandable. Like I understand why Dame moved the way he moved, cause like he said, man, he is on boss and he gonna get it, and he a hustler, and I respect that about Dame. But I just feel like yo, Dame, man, yo, holla at Kid, man, get on that show with Kid, man, and back that
why
up.
why should he holler at Cam?
No,
You know what I'm
cause
saying? Why Cam can't holler at him? Cam miss him. I
yeah,
know Cam miss him because
yeah,
Killer's not a spiteful or vindictive type of person. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
And nobody was hurt, nothing was taken from nobody.
yeah,
So that situation can be patched up. If I wish I
yeah,
had both of them in the room, I think I would be able to do it. Maybe I can't, but I really
yeah.
truly believe I can be able to do it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Dame is gonna be Dame. Nobody is trying to
Yeah.
keep throwing the olive branch to Dame, and Dame is like trying to play them in distance because at the end
Yeah.
of the day, Cam is a man too.
That's a
You know
fact.
what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact. I
And
agree.
if you're gonna be my friend and we're gonna reconcile a situation without
Yep.
social media, anything, let's reconcile a situation. Look at
Yeah.
Mason Cam over 20 something years.
Yeah. Yeah. Who would have thought that? Oh, who would have thought that? Oh,
I would have thought
cause
that. You know why? We
yeah.
got friends like that
Yeah.
who block. Like for instance, me and my cousin Sham is not speaking. We haven't been
Mm.
speaking. You know, I love him and everything. Today is birthday. Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Sham, or
Happy,
whatever. But you
happy
always got
birthday.
those middle people in between, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's going to stop reconciliation, to stop
Yeah.
healing, to start conversation.
Yeah.
Me, I don't care about none of them to that point. I can bring anybody together because I don't need
Yeah.
nothing from none of you niggas at
Yeah.
the end of the day. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? If you throw
Yeah.
something at a dude, no problem. Cool. I appreciate it. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But other than
Yeah.
that, I'm not running nobody down because I've been Vic Gotti
Yeah.
over 30 something years, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
35 years, 40 years since about 12 years old. So you know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like I'm
Facts.
a different type of character. If it's senseless, and BS, yo, man, go over to say something to him. Matter of fact, let me put him on the phone or whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
But if it's serious, I'm gonna stay out of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
it because
Yeah.
evidently you done something to hurt him. So when
Yep.
y'all see one another, y'all have to reconcile that. I don't want to be the one to try to pat something up and then everybody mad at me. Both sides are mad at me. So
That's a
until it's
fact.
the right time to
Yeah.
reconcile a situation, to mediate a situation, then I
Yeah.
do that.
Nah, I
So I
feel you,
believe
Unc.
Cam and Mace could have been have done that. They could have been have done that. I
Yeah.
got Mace on the phone with Loon when they were beefing and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Mace came to
Yeah.
see me and had dinner with me in Florida and all that. You know what I'm saying? A couple of years
Yeah.
ago. So
Yeah.
things can be reconciled when there's a respect situation. But it seemed
Mm-hmm.
like it been a lot of disrespect because Dame is an older dude, so he feel
Yeah.
like in his realm he's the big homie. He's the big
Yeah.
brother. It's certain things that he's going to tolerate from you and certain things he not. And especially when
Yeah.
you do it around people who you maybe just met a couple of years ago, like the guy Larry from the show. I'm just thinking how
Yeah.
Dame would think. And I can't
Yeah.
say how he think. I'm just thinking how an older dude
Yeah.
think that came
Yeah.
from the street and feel that he got sorority over other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I understand that. I understand that. I understand that. Hey, you saw the Lowe's video? I was gonna ask you about this. You saw the Lowe's joint?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know what it is, but boy been having a hard time with these white folks, man. The airport, Lowe's, he can't catch a break, He can't
Hey,
catch a break,
I mean, like I said, everything is about communication.
Yeah,
I think see Jim is a cancer like myself, like 50,
yeah,
like Kim,
yeah,
Mike Tyson.
yeah, yeah.
He have a lot of emotion and passion in him. You know, he could have
Mm-hmm.
handled that situation much better. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying he didn't handle it right because he did. He took out his phone because we're in an
Mm-hmm.
era in time somebody gonna take out your phone on you. So it's
Yeah.
like pulling out a GUN. He pulled out. They got cameras in the store. You better make sure you have something to back up
Right.
yours because if you playing in those South, North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, and those places, they would send you
Mm-hmm.
up the river. You from up north and you coming down here with this arguing and all this and that. So
Yeah.
Jim did the right thing. He
Yeah,
did the
yeah.
right
No,
thing. It was funny.
it
It
was
was
funny.
funny
It was
because he was trying to
yeah.
talk proper and everything. But
Yeah. Yo, that's the second video I seen him. That with the gangster persona up. He was talking proper. The airport joint and the Lowe's joint. He talking like I ain't know who that was. I was like, oh nah, that's not Jimmy that be going crazy on niggas. I like that's a whole different. That's Jomo. That's Jomo there. That ain't Jimmy. That's Jomo. Nah, but oh man, it's a lot of things going on, but I really want to talk about this topic because we was been supposed to talk about this
you
with the.
don't hear no static or anything. That's why you see my
Nah,
head
you
keep moving.
good.
All
Yeah,
right, I'm
you
good.
good. You
Okay.
good. You good. This topic has been like a touchy subject, and I've been like, I want people to understand. It's like this whole thing with the street code thing. We was talking about it episode, maybe like the second episode, the third episode, we got into it. And we was chopping it up earlier before we got on, like how a lot of people be glorifying the gangster code, but like you said, a lot of people in that underworld, the police is in that underworld, the street dudes is in that underworld, the
Politicians.
politicians, the lawyers, the judges, everybody is in that underworld working together. So when people talk about the criminal underworld, you gotta have, and it's people that don't deal with these people, but the ones that do, those are the ones that got the longevity in the game, and those are the ones that stay in pocket because they got the right people in pocket. So
Mhm.
I want you to like please break it down, because a lot of people don't understand this, man. They don't understand how organized crime is a little bit different than disorganized crime.
Well, organized crime. That's a. You ever? I don't like saying stuff like this because I don't want people to take it on. You just always
Yeah,
see me online when I say I got favors. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Like if I drop one tear, it can get crazy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
This ain't rapping
yeah,
poetry. When you are honorable and people love you and people respect you, you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to be a crash dummy. I don't got to crash out.
Yeah.
I got people who will crash out with a pen for me. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like I got
Facts.
people where I shed a tear, they'll stop you from getting food stamps. I shed
Facts.
a tear, they would
Yeah.
they would cut off your Section 8.
Facts.
If, if, if,
Facts.
if I sneeze the wrong way, they'll pull you over on the highway and ask you a few questions if you're all right. Like what you want to do? You want to get locked up? You want to get shot up?
Facts.
So when you have favors,
Yeah.
people would jump out their body for you. So that's how it
Facts.
is in the underworld, and that's how it is being organized. And I'm saying I'm not part of any organized crime or anything. It's just
Yeah.
saying that people love you from different walks of life, whether they
Mm-hmm.
police, whether they judges, whether they
Yeah.
correction officers. My son
Yeah.
was locked up for some people jumped on him, but the camera showed that he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't the one, they was the one. So they let him out anyway. Once he got to the island, somebody
Yeah.
knew me, took him
Yeah.
under the wing, and then my
Yeah.
son was up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because who
Yeah.
his father was, the great
Facts.
stuff his father did and done for New York,
Yeah.
for the state of
Yeah.
New York. So things
Yeah.
like that, they don't make a megaphone about it. We about to do this or do that for Gotti. No.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's my man, that's my brother, that's my big
Yeah.
homie, or that's
Yeah.
family. So
Yeah.
being organized in the things you do is totally different being unorganized. The guys that's talking
Yeah.
about snitching and ratting because they
Yeah.
unorganized.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's no talk in the world. There's
Mm-hmm.
handshakes and head
Mm-hmm.
nods. That's
Facts.
why if your handshake doesn't match your smile or your heart, you no
Yeah.
good. A
That's
person
a
already
fact.
know it. They're not gonna shake your hand and say, "Oh, you ain't no good." They're
Yeah.
not gonna do that. They're gonna like, "Don't ever bring this guy
Yeah.
around me again." You
Facts.
seen the
Facts.
video that you sent me with the Italian dudes?
Yep. Yep.
They was
Yep.
cool.
Yep.
Did they
They
argue?
was
None of
so
that.
no,
No.
no argue. They said homeboy only said 4 words, and they understood them 4 words and got up out of there. He said,
And
"Oh, they
got up
gonna
out
kill
of
us."
there because people are really about their business. They not going back and forth with you. They not telling you what they can do. They not telling
Mm-hmm.
you what set they a part of, what crew they a
Yeah.
part of, what projects,
Mm-hmm.
what block. They not doing none of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I told you when I was a kid, it was a guy. He, he used to gamble in my neighborhood and play free
Mm-hmm.
throws and stuff like that in my neighborhood. And we was gambling, and he told me he would do something to me.
Mm.
The guy, as I'm like crying and walking out the park, a guy stopped
Mm-hmm.
me and said,
Mm-hmm.
"Listen here, I heard what he said to you. You may not do nothing to him,
Mm-hmm.
but a person may overheard what he said, may be the one to do something to him. Huh? Now go back in
Mm-hmm.
that park and play basketball." So that
Mm.
I always thought about that. That's why I
Yeah.
would never threaten nobody in public.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I would never
Yeah.
threaten nobody on here
Yeah.
because you may not do something to you. One of those followers on there may see, "Oh, when I see homie, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna pop his head. I don't like the way he talked to bullets."
Yep. Yep.
That's how it is when you really mob gang or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't deal with emotions and feelings. Like we
Yeah.
don't do that. So
Yeah.
the code is to remain silent. Even the court system tell you that.
Yep.
Remain silent.
Yep. Yep. And they all got the same code.
It's
That's
all the
what people
same
don't
code.
understand. They all got the same. Police got the code. The judges got the code. Everybody, politicians got the code.
Everybody, what is the police called? The wall of what? Silence.
Silence.
The
Fact.
blue wall of
Blue wall
silence.
of
It's
silence.
silence.
Yep. Yep.
People talk too
Yep.
much. That's why when people talk the snitching and all that stuff,
Yeah.
those be one of the ones. Once they put them in that room, they said if the Chinese can turn the Germans into liquid, imagine what they'll do when somebody's putting that steel on your butt, or
Yep.
somebody is wrenching you out to dry.
Yep.
Come on, man. You don't know
Yep.
what you're gonna do or how you're gonna do. So all of
Mhm.
guys be fronting
Yep.
because in all they raps they talking about what they doing. My man from
Mhm.
Soundview, my man from St. Nick would do this and that to you
Yep.
and this and that. Like all of these
Yeah.
guys. So all of it is just
Mm-hmm.
game. All of it's just
No, that's
entertainment
true.
to me.
No, that's true, because like when I hear people, that's why when people look at the rappers, and we just was saying that or the last couple episodes, is that like they do more of the incrimination now in the streets, that the people like, fuck these street guys. These rappers got influence on these young boys. Let's lock them up and hit them with the Ricos. So now the rappers is getting hit with the Ricos, and it's so easy now because they on the Instagram arguing with a dude, beefing on the online with the dude on Instagram. So they know if something drop off, they go back to that Instagram video and boom, we got him. We got him. And
Listen,
and and that, and they don't understand, is that it's so easy for law enforcement to get these dudes because they don't have no type of discipline. They don't have no type of, they don't know, like, keep their fucking mouth shut. It's to run their fucking mouth.
yeah. I mean, I told dudes back in like 2000 and maybe 5, 6 when people when no around like 2006s when Twitter started to break and those
Mm-hmm.
young dudes was already taking belts, robbing one another. And you know me,
Mm-hmm.
the work that I do, I be
Mm-hmm.
on panels, I be in speaking engagement, and it be law enforcement, it be all types of
Mm-hmm.
people, gang task force, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically explained that they have a task force that just sit and eat bagels and watch social medias. I
Yep.
told guys this over 15, 16, almost 20 years ago. I told guys this. They just sit back and eat bagels. Oh, he's from
Mm-hmm.
128th Street. He's from 31st Street. Oh, he from here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's
Mm-hmm.
give him about 90 days and we just gonna wrap up Ray Ray. Because Ray Ray, he a good kid. He just go to school. He just hang
Yep.
around them. So if
Mm-hmm.
anybody gonna tell anything, it's gonna be Ray Ray. And if Ray Ray don't tell, we're gonna go and have a conversation with Ray Ray mother and let her know, listen, miss, you're gonna lose your section 8. We're gonna lose this because your son is part of a criminal investigation or whatever, whatever. So the mother
Mm-hmm.
may force him to tell. Or who's
Yep.
who, or what's what, who's the shot caller, who's moving this way or that way.
Mm-hmm.
So the investigation became much easier because all they have to do is follow IP address, to follow
Yep.
post on social media, to follow Twitters. You know what I'm saying? That's all
Mm-hmm.
they had to do. So it became easier, and they didn't have to set up cameras there because the stores had cameras.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
they come and see the store cameras and see the who, and the project have a camera. So it was much easier. And I come and talk to these kids in these schools and these institutions and tell them, like, listen, this is what's going on. It's a
Mm-hmm.
no-win situation. In my time,
Yeah.
we could do something and walk to 25th Street and back, or
Yep.
even stand at the
Yep.
scene and be watching what happened. Now
Yep.
it's cameras
Yep.
everywhere.
Yep. And,
Don't let
like,
nobody trick you out your freedom. And these guys are
facts.
tricking these kids out their freedom like you can just do crime and get away with it.
Yep, yep. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And like, back in the days, it took years and years. You see now, they getting dudes now, cold cases from 30, 40 years. And these dudes, you wouldn't even know they did this shit because they wasn't running their mouth. They was living off the grid. But now they got
Mhm.
this new DNA technology. They catching these dudes. These
Yeah,
dudes, that they do a crime, they getting them in at least a week. In 1 week, you off the street.
off the street.
In 1 week, So it's like, what's the sense of doing crime when you getting caught in 1 week? It's best to just be legit, go to school, stay out the way, and do your mama proud. You know what I'm saying? And stay away from motherfuckers that ain't doing shit for you.
Yeah. So back to your original question, nephew. There's
Mm-hmm.
no code. You create codes. Like the Black Panther created the 10-step program. They created a code. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, for the
Mm-hmm.
streets or their area. When I
Mm-hmm.
was the poster child for Harlem Children's Zone, there was a mission
Mm-hmm.
statement and purpose. From these blocks to these blocks, from this corner to this corner, we're going to make sure that families are provided
Mm-hmm.
assistance with food, assistance with shelter, assistance with education, assistance with parenting. All of these type
Mm-hmm.
of services are what we gave out at that time in Harlem Children's Zone. So that's what the zone was about. In between these four walls or these four corners of these streets, We're going to make sure that we reduce violence. We're going to
Mm-hmm.
reduce poverty. So everything have a code. Those are real serious codes because those codes don't come with protecting people when they do negative or when they do bad or you didn't
Mm-mm.
see nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I always challenge those dudes, just like that young sister that got her head stomped in and slammed
Yeah.
by that
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
If you seen that, my son, you either A, what you gonna do? Beat him up, you're gonna go to
Yeah.
jail, or
Yeah.
C, you're gonna tell what happened. Are you gonna
Yeah.
risk your freedom beating him up or beating him to death and go to jail, or you gonna tell law enforcement that this young man stomped this girl out or slammed her on her head?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of these kids are victims out here who are telling because they
Yeah.
misled and got it. A lot of these
Yeah.
dudes, even though they wanted to hustle and sell drugs, they became products of their environment. If they could have
Yeah.
chose the better lifestyle and the better way, they would have. But
Yeah.
when you faced with violence, poverty, crime,
Mm-hmm.
and all those type of things, you become a product of your environment. So anybody can give you anything that's called the code, and you can think that is law. That is God's way. That is the best way to do things in life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why
Mm-hmm.
that brother is missing morals and principles
Yeah.
because he want to be one day a street dude, honorable street dude. Then the next minute he want to be Al Sharpton.
Yeah, yeah, that's what he want to be. And the thing is, like when I watched that interview because I watched the interview, I watched the joint. I sat there and watched it, the thing he did, and I'm saying,
How was
yo,
it? How was
dude,
the interview?
it was like it was some propaganda, because it's like, okay, you faced all this time. I listened to that what he said. He did that 7 to 14 years, right? You got
Hmm.
found guilty, you blew trial, right? You on there say that you wrongfully convicted. When the young lady asks you, okay, then why did you not, you know, tell what happened or why didn't your people come forward? Oh, he did want to come forward, but they denied him. So okay, they denied him, right? So all these people that's now getting wrongfully convicted,
They
these
denied him. They
cases
didn't
get
deny the Century Park guy and that
they
Century
didn't
Park
deny
file,
them.
and that was years. That was years. The
That was
brothers did.
years. That was years. And the crazy part is, when he came out and said that they got their money, they got and got cleared, they got they record cleaned and everything because he came out and said, I did this. I was the East Side
Right.
rapist, and I also did Central Park,
Yeah.
Central Park rape. So when it comes to my son, you telling me in 2026, with all these people cases being reopened every day on the news, every day is somebody case being reopened and they going to court and they getting cleared. You telling me that you couldn't go to court and get cleared for that case and get compensated for the 7 years that you did? You full of shit, bro.
Exactly. And this is why I say, man, it's a lot of propaganda because if you with the people that you would, they will
Mm-hmm.
want that to be overturned because it makes them as a community activist, as an attorney, as a
Mm-hmm.
as a just a person in society that believe in people can change their life or re-enter back in society and do the right thing.
Yeah.
It would be a great story, but they never looked at him as a rapper who can sell millions of records.
Yeah.
That's why the fake $1 million deal, that story
Yeah.
was because come on, man, Chris Lighty would have said, "Man, I take care of that myself."
Yep. And
Because he
and
was
sorry for cutting your wisdom on. And another thing is this: is that the dude said he went to John Jay. So you knew law. You went to John Jay and all this, and you telling me that you let them railroad you, bro? Let's see with that bullshit. Come on, Come on, Let's see with that bullshit,
I mean, it's like I said, I've been seeing this since 2008 when all of these people was fighting for grants and everybody signing up to get a 501c3, which is a non-for-profit status and all of that, but they don't have solutions or resolutions. I could have been
Mm-mm.
rich if I was a poverty pimp. You know how many people believed in me with money, with no money, and this and that, but I always swayed them the right way. Always provided
Mm-hmm.
opportunities for them. And if I didn't have opportunity for them, anyone or anybody can tell you I led them to opportunities or introduced them to opportunities. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't about me, and it never will be about me. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many of our brothers and sisters just wish they had the opportunity that a lot of us have, like myself have. I taught a lot of brothers and sisters how to read because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
brothers and sisters didn't know how to read. They
Mm-hmm.
throwing up B's and C's and forks and all that, but they didn't know how to read. There was brothers
Mm-hmm.
who was supposed to do 6 months or a year and a half for a crime that they commit. They wound up doing 7 years because they couldn't read and wrote a statement against themselves or signed a statement against themselves. So these are
Mm-hmm.
the real life things that I've done and did for young brothers and young sisters. So when I hear this dude speak, it's just like is nerve wracking. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it becomes a never ending battle because the people co-signed it.
Yep.
Anybody who can rap, anybody who can dance, or either dress up, they somebody. These
Mm-hmm.
people are mannequins. They're
Yep.
mannequins. A mannequin, you can put Gucci on them, Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga, all that. But at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, they're mannequins.
Yep.
They're mannequins. And that's
Yep.
what we got. We got sucker MCs and mannequins out here.
Yep.
And the people is following behind them like what? Like bots.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we live in like a simulation. It's
Yep.
like a game. It's not
Mm-hmm.
real.
No.
But the people who getting that time and the people who's being hurt and the mothers and fathers that's losing their children, they get to feel the real part of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
sickening. So I don't want nobody to think I'm on this guy's head out of jealousy or anything. Never that he can never accomplish the accomplishments I have accomplished in my life. Being the places and spaces that I'm in my life, is not that. Is that
Mm-hmm.
when you have an agenda and you follow behind that agenda to the point that people who are conscious can see it, that's when it's a
Mm-hmm.
real problem. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Me, I go against anyone that ain't right, that ain't real right.
Yep.
I'm a like
Yep.
nah, I don't co-sign that. Like we talk about things and I tell you, nah, I ain't with that. I don't co-sign that. Don't do that to that person or that person. But you gonna do what you because that's you. And that's how I do with any and everybody, even in business deal. It's some business for me, and then some business I mind my business. Or I mind the business
Mm-hmm.
that pay, and that's mine.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. And like that's why I said like when it come to people like a Myson or any of these dudes, the Tamika Maris or anybody, you know, they did just to get the bag. You know, when it's all said and done and the cameras is off, you know, they going back to living that glamorous life. That's all they about. You
Because
know,
that's
that's
something
all they
that they
about.
always wanted to live. You know what I'm saying? He
Mm-hmm.
always wanted to be a rapper. This is why you hear him dropping freestyles and this and that. Why don't you teach these young children how to write poetry then? Oops, I did that over 30 years ago. I got footages into it. Newtown High School in Queens, IS-10 Frederick Douglass, Watley High School, and we can go on. Columbia University, LIU, Wesleyan University, Alvernia University. We can go on. That's a person who have a mission, purpose, and plan. When the creator gave me a gift, it wasn't just for me. It was for me to share it in the present. That's what makes it a present. My gift, because I can share it today with anyone or anybody, and it didn't cost you anything but your time.
Mm-hmm.
But your
Mm-hmm.
time. That's it. That's the only thing I require time when I'm mentoring somebody, or when I'm counseling somebody, or when I'm doing my life skill trainings. Is you got to have time. I'm gonna meet you where you at, but I need you to come with open arms. That's why you see me take pictures like this, because I come with open arms. I don't come with
Facts.
aggression. I don't come with regret. I don't come with,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, I should have been the best poet of all time, the best rapper, the best this and that. No, because my moments
Mm-hmm.
is going to always turn into memories.
Mm-hmm. And that's a fact, huh? That's a whole fact. And I feel that, this is why you could tell the real from the fake, like you said, or like who's really for the people and who's not. And when you see these guys and people look at these guys and they support these guys, y'all gotta know who y'all supporting. Cause these people, they nothing but characters. These dudes nothing but characters. It's a paycheck for my son. It's a paycheck for Tamika Mary. It's not, oh, we here to save the community and help out people and see if the community is all right. No, it's a bag involved with that. It's a commercial involved with that.
Mhm.
Because that's what my son is about, a commercial. Tamika Cadillac commercial. My son the Grammy Awards. Like, come on, man. It's a bag with these people. That's what people got to realize. It ain't about no community or nothing. They not even solving no problems. They not talking to the youth. They don't care about saving no youth. And they don't care about stopping anything. What they care about is, we getting paid and we poverty pimping. And we out here doing this till we can't do it no more. That's
Yeah,
they thing. They could
yeah,
have been out there helping the sister that got thrown out of her building in Brooklyn. Like, we ain't see Tamika or my son out there helping that sister because it's no money in that. And they handlers tell them, y'all jumping that shit, y'all lose your bag.
yeah. Because who the woman is battling, she's battling the Jews.
Yeah.
Those are the ones who taking people property out there in Brooklyn and Harlem
Mm-hmm.
and other places because the
Mm-hmm.
division and separation of our people.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
and this is, come on, even if Martin Luther King was here, that would be something that he would talk about. And it ain't just him; it's a lot of these pastors, reverends, and ministers as well.
Yep.
Because no way, if that woman building is in the middle of 4 or 5 churches, and those 4 or 5 churches don't come together and stand with that woman, then that should be a problem. I said this years ago.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
In Harlem, you have over 300 and something churches. When there's an issue and there's injustice,
Mm-hmm.
when there's injustice against
Mm-hmm.
the human race, I don't care if it was black, white, Puerto Rican,
Yeah.
Dominican, Haitian, Arab, when it's
Yeah.
against injustice, you
Mm-hmm.
think God going to support this or that
Nope.
when it's no good? No, everybody come together and
Yep.
say, listen here, we don't
Yep.
want injustice in our community.
Yep.
365 churches signed
Mm-hmm.
on to it.
R.I.P. Calvin Butts. Because Calvin Butts was in those streets, man. R.I.P.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Reverend
yeah.
Calvin Butts.
Yeah, yeah. Rest in peace to Doc. Rest in peace to
Yeah.
Doc. Doc was my man, man. Doc ain't play either. Doc kept that hammer on him too. Doc
That's
was
a
the real
fact.
one. If you come home from prison, if you struggle, you come see Doc. Doc gonna make you right. As long as you want to be right and get right, Reverend
That's
Butts gonna
right.
make sure he gets you right.
That's right. That's right. And he stood by his people. And that's a leader. That's a leader. Because when de Blasio was doing his BS, he called them out. That's a leader. A lot of these dudes, they want to shake hands, they want to be around these dudes. Mondani is out here doing black home owners wrong in New York City. I'm saying it now because a lot of black owners is complaining in Queens, in Harlem, in
Listen,
Brooklyn, everywhere, man.
listen. That's what they wanted. They
Yeah.
say if you getting the dog with a bed and you get fleas, if you lay with a
Mm-hmm.
dog and get fleas, you
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
I mean, I didn't seen a politics game since about 90 92. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? 92 93 when Dinkins was the mayor and people ain't want to support him and this and that.
Yep.
I mean, it's all a circus. It's
Yep.
all a circus. But what's the
Yep.
next topic we talk about, nephew?
Um, right now, I gotta talk about what's going on with this whole. Did you see this Jocelyn Hernandez situation with the
Nah,
dude?
what Josh talking about?
So they said she said in the video that old boy that runs Zeus Network
Oh,
is trafficking girls and stuff. That's what she basically putting out there, and that she in fear for her life, that he threatened to kill her. and that he did a response video saying, "Yo, she lying, and she not doing good business."
Oh,
So
the
I
little
don't know
skinny
what
guy
had.
from Zeus, the little skinny
Yeah, the
guy.
little skinny dude. Yeah, the little
Yeah,
skinny dude looked like a fake Puffy. He looked like
yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, him and Ray J was going at it for a while.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep it real. What I see is it's a bag situation. She
Hmm.
must be not getting paid, and she upset that her bag is getting cut, and they've been pushing that baddies thing. And I'm hearing that he getting into the documentary game because he got something with Puff's sons. I don't know if that documentary coming out and Puff that's supposed to be coming out, and then he doing the movie thing. So
Yeah.
I don't know if her bag, it got fucked up, and she mad with dude, and it got lost in translation. But to put that heavy allegation that he out here trafficking women in the climate that we in right now, where these white folks ain't playing about that trafficking woman stuff, and they really is on dude's ass. I just was watching the Nature Boy thing, and I gotta talk. I'm gonna talk about that next episode. Unc. I ain't finished watching the whole thing, but I put it out there. If Hulu or Disney is using my content when me and the Nature Boy did an interview, I need to be compensated. Or y'all talking to lawyers. Cause I ain't getting no hit up about it. And y'all can't just be taking my content. Y'all been doing that to black people for years, man.
Let them take it, nephew.
Let
Let
them
it
take it
grow.
up.
Let it gross what it needs to be
Yeah,
gross, and then
yeah.
you come for it. Don't say nothing.
Don't say all right,
Don't say anything. Let them do what they do. And
all
then
right,
you come forward because you are the owner of your image, your likeness in that interview, everything. So
all
let
right,
them go ahead. Like I
all right,
told you, that's how you do. You move in silence. You don't give nobody no warning because then,
yeah,
okay, he go $30 when you could have
yeah,
got 30,000 or 300,000. You
yeah, yeah,
stopped them in the
yeah,
beginning.
yeah. You
No,
right,
let them rock out. Rock out. I'm
Let
gonna
'em
sit
rock
back
out.
like this.
Yeah,
A year
rock out.
passed. Okay, it's that time right now. Lawyer.
Yeah,
Yeah, here's the original footage. This is
yeah.
what they gross. This is
Uh-huh.
how much the damage, or this is how much want for my image likeness. Whoop de whoop. Like nah, let
Yeah.
rock out.
All right, I'm gonna let it rock out, I'm gonna let it rock out. But
Rock out.
like, how you feel about her putting them claims out there about old boy though,
Well, I heard a lot of things about Zeus Network. About
Yeah.
trafficking, about women, about drugs. I mean,
Uh-huh.
she's not the only one. She's not the
Yeah.
only one. So I mean,
Mm.
all of this thing is like that when you're dealing with Hollywood. This is
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
they want to film everything out there because the laws is different, and that's over a
Yeah.
hundred years of protection that they got out there.
Uh-huh.
New York, you're gonna get locked up, but out there
Yeah.
it's controlled. It's controlled by big wigs and people like that. New York
Yeah.
is different. Anybody can go to jail in New York. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Shoot, you see, they try
And,
to lock up Uncle Trizzy. Yeah, he the president. New
yeah.
York gonna come at you because we
Yeah.
have a certain type of, integrity with us, or at least we
Yep.
did at one time. But like all of that, all of them houses in Calabasas and all of them got,
Yeah.
you know, little things up under them homes and everything, this and
Yeah.
that. So, I mean,
But you
I
know
don't know
some
if it's true. I don't know if it's false. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, people keep talking about it and people keep saying it.
Yeah.
And where
Yeah.
there's smoke, there's gonna always be fire.
You fire. Yeah, and you know something, that's what I noticed about the California game and like how like in New York is like they got so much, they so mob. I like to say it's like a mobbed out there because the way they move is like how the old New York used to be. They got they got the gang dudes as the muscle extorting certain dudes and blackmailing dudes and they heavy with the trafficking, because you can see it like with all the cases out there, like even with Big U case. I was reading his paperwork. I didn't even know they was out there using the females, pimping the females out, and was robbing the dudes, and was lacing the dudes with the chicks. So I was like, oh. And then when I looked at it, I'm like, I see now why a lot of dudes say, yo, Cali is so grimy that they got these females in the game that they just lacing and lining niggas, and it's a big traffic game out there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And it's big business because this is how a lot of these dudes get their favors. Like a lot of these dudes be coming out of nowhere, and you be like, yo, where this dude pop up out of nowhere? He got a Hollywood situation and he connected because he know the right people and they got the right information on the right people. So now that's the way they play their game. So everything, like you said, it run loosely out there.
Yeah, yeah, it's very organized, you know, out there, and the things that they're doing and stuff like that. It's a
Hmm.
very place where it's silent. A lot of strange and weird things happen, but nobody see nothing and nobody says anything. So
Yeah,
That's how California is. But you know, I like Jocelyn Hernandez and stuff like that. You know,
yeah,
I claim she have safety and she be all right and the right people around her and stuff like that. And if they are
yeah.
doing that, you know, they should be prosecuted.
Yeah. Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Hmm.
You seen the Christian Rock fight,
Yeah, I seen Christian Rock fight.
Yeah. How you felt about that, shit,
I like Krishan. That's another person who I wanted to mentor and stuff like that. I like Krishan,
Yeah,
but she got to get some more skills up and stuff like that. You know, she got to
yeah,
get some more skills up. It was a good fight for her first amateur professional fight and
yeah,
stuff like that. It was good.
yeah. It
You know,
was better than her baby daddy fight, It was better
oh
than
yeah,
her baby daddy.
yeah, it definitely was better than Blueface. You know,
Yeah,
it would have been
yeah,
good if it would have been good if she still had her waiting for a meatball.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that
yeah.
would now that fight would be a big fight, huh? Meatball.
Oh yeah, that'd have been a good fight. That'd have been a good
Hmm.
fight, that'd have been a good fight. I could see that. I could see that. I hope they do that because that'll be good
Hopefully
work.
she take it seriously because you know with fighting with martial arts and things of that nature, it teaches
Hmm.
you a lot of discipline, and I believe that's what she needed. And she also
Hmm.
needed, you know, religion because religion also give you a sense of awareness and discipline. So those two things is good for her, the boxing and her, you know, being
Yeah.
a Christian and her song Yahweh and stuff. So
Hmm.
I salute Christian Rock or with Christian Malone because she no longer go by Rock. Christian Holy Hands Malone. I salute her. And one day
Yeah.
I'll bump into her and everything and show her some love. I like that young sister.
Yeah. She got a good spirit about her, and she just was around the wrong people. I'm
Yeah,
glad
yeah,
she got some good people around her now.
yeah. What'd you think
You
about
know.
Tommy?
Oh man. Yeah, she's getting ready to fight old girl. She wanted to jump in and start punching on old girl and jump in the ring. I was like,
Tommy, a wild,
oh man.
Tommy, a wild girl, man.
Yeah, she a wild one too. She a wild one
She
too.
wild.
She a wild one too. Oh man, how you feel about this case though? With the with that rapper, the one out of California, the Dave dude. I think
Man,
with the
like I
girl.
said, it's weird stuff that going out
Yeah,
there. Weird
man.
stuff, you know, you got sacrificial things, you got
Yeah,
um humiliation rituals, you got all types of stuff that happen out there. So a lot of the stuff,
yeah,
you know, I can't even touch on, you know,
Woo.
with opinion, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
you just never know. Like even with this
yeah,
technology and AI, like you never
yeah,
know. You can see somebody or see yourself
yeah,
right now in Memphis. You be like, I wasn't in no Memphis. That's not
yeah,
me. So it's just a lot of strange and weird things. These next few years, we're gonna see a lot of strange, weird things that we never seen
yeah,
before. I mean, vampires,
yeah,
mermaids, all types of
yeah.
stuff, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of weird shit. It's gonna be a lot of weird shit. I could see it. I could
Yeah.
really see a lot of weird shit going on because it's so much craziness going on and hearing a lot of this and that's just like what we were saying earlier about the nigga Jay-Z. He coming out the woodwork because he know his numbers up. They got him now.
If these people
And-
make you, they can break you. That's
Yep.
plain and simple. Just like homeboy and that girl. Once they tired of them and they feel that they representation of gatekeeping and being suppressors for the oppressor.
Hmm.
Once they find out that they no longer have the power or manipulation to suppress our people, they're gonna be going. You're gonna start hearing things about them. It's just how it is. You're gonna start hearing things about them. That's why you just can't take the bag. You can't take the bag.
That's a fact, because it's
Listen,
like
I work a $25 an hour job before I compromise myself. I work a $16 hour job before I compromise myself. Because at the end of the
yeah,
day, they coming for their reparations once they give you something. So don't take anything that that you're not willing to pay that price for. And a lot of these dudes gonna have to pay that price. So much things gonna start to come up. That's just how it
that,
is. It's always been like that. When you take the bag from them people, you compromise from them people.
that's a fact. That's a whole fact. That's just like I was just watching this shit with Vlad and Ari Spears right now. They beefing about getting paid. And I
Hmm.
told somebody, I said Vlad fucked up the game of interviews, cause he know that before interviews never was like this, where you had to pay a motherfucker crazy outrageous prices because dudes went to interviews to promote their projects, and
Hmm.
now you killed the market of black journalism, where basically dudes that is black journalists up and coming and that probably ain't got the bag so crazy, they can't get that interview with that artist or that entertainer. Because they
Yeah,
like, yo, Vlad hit us with like 10K over here. Vlad hit us
yeah,
with 15K. The only dude I respect that said, you know what, was Poe. When he came with Poe with that 10K bullshit, Poe shut that shit down.
yeah. Because Poe get money. He got money. He had money before. Real money, and whatever he have now. Like you, a person's not just gonna compromise like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Knowing that how much you're gonna make off of me.
Yep.
So but Vlad is smart. He had that situation, got that lawsuit,
Yep.
and look what he did. He made an investment to himself. You know how many brothers that get lawsuits or get settlements and don't invest in themselves and they right back where they at? Vlad ain't never looked back after he won that lawsuit with Rick Ross.
Nah, he ain't never looked back, He ain't never
And
looked back.
that's the difference between other people and our people in this culture. We don't know how to elevate, and this is why they stopped the music of sale of records and CDs, so you can count and say, okay, well, they printed up 1 million records or 1 million records at $20. I need to get my percentage of that 20 million, which is maybe 8 million or 9 million something. Now you can't even do that with streams. You don't really know what you're supposed to get. And then two, now you can't even market your joint in movies or whatever, because now you're in a contract with them. They get paid first. They get to say what you get because they own your
Yeah,
image and your likeness. You don't own your publishing or your
yeah.
rights.
And
So
and you know
now,
something,
mhm,
that ain't no lie what you saying, because like a lot of people I'm hearing that was their biggest record or biggest song. They say it's somebody else on their record. So
yeah,
they not even getting points on it. They not even getting the points that they deserve off the record because the people that got the rights to it, they getting the points. So
look
it's
at
like,
look at what you call it with every step you take with Puff.
yep,
How
yep,
Puff don't get nothing. Puff still got to pay them on that.
yep. R. Kelly, but
You know
I
what I'm
believe I could fly. He don't own
saying?
that. So 50
Mm-hmm.
in the club. Dr. Dre own that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of big records that people got.
French Montana with his big junk.
Yeah, unforgettable. He don't own that.
Forgettable. He never got a dime from it, and that's the thing with these artists. And like I said, and these goofies, they don't teach these young kids, so it's a recycle. They try to get these young kids and come up off their publishing and things of that nature. So it's like hurting people because they became a hurt person, so they hurting other people, destroying other people livelihoods. Oh my God, hit me up. He probably trying to come check me. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. I gotta tell you this, man. Megan Thee Stallion, she got her karma. She went out bad. She went out bad.
Talking about with Clay Thompson.
Yeah, Clay Thompson did her dirty. She mad as
Yeah,
fuck.
she be all right. Free Tory Lanez.
Facts.
She
Facts.
be all
Got
right.
that
Free
boy in
Tory
there.
Lanez, man.
Got that boy in there on that bullshit. That's
I
another
mean,
thing. I
it's
can't
just it's
respect
just
Rock
like I
Nation.
said, man. It's wicked out there, man.
Yeah, they set that boy up. They knew he was independent. He was doing his own thing. He didn't want to sign Rock Nation. Because he didn't want to sign, they put Shorty on him, and now he in jail. Knowing he innocent, knowing old girl did it, and you would even motherfucker say, you know what? Man, that's fucked up. We did that to him. Let me clear this man so he come home. Y'all still want that man in that cage. But that's why she getting that karma. That's why Clay Thompson did what she did. She gonna stay getting that karma. She gonna cause
Yeah,
niggas don't trust her, huh?
yeah. I just don't think she's educated enough, and I don't think she's um, just educated or mature enough to be in any type of relationship because
Mm-mm.
the hot girl summer shit and all that shit it gets old after a while. You ever
Mm-hmm.
had a girl and when you first see her, she twerking and like, oh shit, yeah, and then after a while you be like, that's all you can do, that's
Yep.
all you do, and that's how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Dudes after a while be like, nah, I'm gonna go see the shorty with the chinky eyes because she know how to cook. She don't act like this. She don't always
Fact.
want to be the center of attention. I'm gonna go see the dark skinned shorty with the braids. You it become old news now, and that's what it is. Megan, it's the same old thing. Become old news.
Yep. Yep.
What you think about Nikki and divorce?
Oh, yo, I was getting ready to talk about that, because I saw it on Vlad. Vlad had put the location out there, and I was like, oh shit, because I had a conversation about old boy, and I was like, yo, she fucking with Uncle Trizzy, you know what I'm saying? And I know she might be trying to help old boy. I didn't know that old boy back in the hood. That's crazy.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna be back on her. I've been hearing things from people and stuff like that. He be spending up her cards and buying stuff, and stuff that he be buying is not like for her. Like he may buy
Mhm.
a pair of woman's shoes, and that's you didn't bring those shoes
Oh, he
home.
on some Kevin
Um,
Hunter shit.
so yeah, he was doing goofy stuff. He was doing goofy stuff, and I mean it brings her value down too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with dealing with a hood nigga. It's just you haven't y'all been married all this time. It ain't like you created a company, organization, a store, or something. If Nicki Minaj was my wife, I have my own situation and be solicitate my own situation on the red carpet. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I was falsely accused of this and that. I was at this age and that. I have a person, or a sinner, where these people dedicate to people who were really convicted. I mean, who were really abused or whatever, whatever. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. Something that shows that this is not you. That's not your character.
Yep.
But then you want to be beefing with rappers and things like that.
Mhm.
You look like a person that possibility can be a pedophile or
Yep.
a rapist or a statutory rapist. But when the person see you went back to school or you doing something productive and this and that, because I have friends that was falsely accused of something like that, but they doing great things because they
Mm-hmm.
didn't do it. It was the little girl was gone for days, and she had to tell her mother, father what happened, and the father made her lie, like either I'm gonna go hurt them or do this
Mm-hmm.
or that, or you're gonna have to tell them and said they did this and that. And that's what the little girl did. I mean, it wasn't a little girl, it probably like 15, 14, or something like that, or
Mm-hmm.
16, 14, something like that. But they didn't do it. I know they didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate situations like that happen.
No, it is. It is. And that's why, like you said, like, he didn't do anything that add value to the situation. Like you said, he was just mooching off the money. He saw the bag, and he was beefing with the rappers, and that's a no no. You know what I'm saying?
If you gonna do something, take what Pat Poose is doing. He said he got Clarissa Shields. He added value by, all right, I got a record label. Or I got this motherfucking situation with TuneCore. Let me make it not look like I'm not eating. I could look like I'm doing something so people can't say I'm mooching. So I could front like I'm doing something. But at least I got something that show that I'm not over here mooching.
Oh, so
You
you
feel what
say?
I'm
Oh,
saying?
so wait, hold on. So you saying Pap is fronting? Pap ain't really doing nothing?
I'm saying,
I mean, you saying Pap ain't that? That's what it sounds like you saying. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
I'll say it because the way it's looking, the way I'm hearing, because I'm not saying that
Matter of
Pap
fact,
ain't doing
we
nothing.
talk about that tomorrow. Let's talk about that tomorrow, and then we can finish our conversation off here. Let's wrap it up. Talk about
Yeah,
that tomorrow. Is Pap exploiting Clarissa Shields? If Pap really get into the bag,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
that's going to be the first segment that we start off
Oh
with
yeah, we gotta
tomorrow.
talk
Is
about that, because I definitely want to hear your take on that. I definitely want to hear your take on that, man. Cause Pat, cause Pat, they on his body right now.
hey man, y'all know it is Victor Gotti Cherry, OG Gotti Valentine, Big Eagle Talk. But with the nephew right here, Bullets Gotti. We have this every day called Cloth Talk, where we talk about
Mm-hmm.
entertainment, education, streets, everything that's dealing with as far as entertainment and current events that's happening in our community and outside of our community. If you want to support me, you can go to Big Eagle Talk on TikTok, Big Eagle Talk on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe. Tell me what you think about the discussions and conversation we talking about. And if you want to support the movement, you can hit me Cash App, Strong Minded Men, StrongMindedMen, Strong Minded Men.
And definitely follow up on Green Team Inc. on Instagram, and definitely support the movement. We got a lot going on. Y'all already know what it is. Cloth Talk, the podcast. Everything is Cloth Talk when we at the table sitting here coming with solutions, and we ain't pushing no motherfucking narratives. So with that being said, I hope y'all have a blessed week. We'll be back tomorrow with another great episode. Y'all already know. Salute. We up out of here, man.
Peace.